I dated my mother's killer in high school and didn't find out until 23 years later. You think you know what evil looks like. You picture a stranger in a dark alley, someone with dead eyes and a rap sheet a mile long. You don't picture the guy who took you to homecoming, who laughed at your jokes, who held your hand in the hallway between classes, but that's exactly who killed my mother. His name was Eugene. We dated junior year. He was awkward and sweet and a little too eager to impress my parents. My mom thought he was harmless. She made him dinner twice. He sat at our kitchen table and complimented her cooking while she smiled and told him to come back anytime. I remember her winking at me from across the room like she approved. We broke up before senior year. No drama, just fizzled out. He faded into the background of my life like most high school relationships do. Then January 2001 happened. I was 19, just starting to figure out who I was, when my mom didn't show up for work. She never missed a day. The police went to her house in Maryland to check on her and found a nightmare waiting. She had been beaten and strangled in her own home. No forced entry, no robbery. Her purse was on the counter, her car in the driveway, her jewelry untouched. Whoever did this wasn't after money. They were after her. The cops zeroed in on Sandy, her husband. They had gotten into an argument the night before, and he had slept somewhere else. For years, detectives dragged him into that interrogation room and grilled him for hours. They were convinced he was their guy. Sandy spent the rest of his life under that cloud. Every family gathering, every holiday, every quiet moment, people wondered if he did it. He died in 2017, still trying to prove his innocence. I believed him. But believing someone and proving them innocent are two different things. The case went cold. 23 years of nothing. I tried to move on, tried to build a life, but there was always this open wound that refused to heal. I thought about her every single day. Then in 2024, I got a phone call that changed everything. Genetic genealogy had come a long way since 2001. The detective still had DNA from the crime scene, blood found in the foyer and scraped from under my mother's fingernails. She had fought back. She had clawed her killer and taken a piece of him with her. They ran it through new databases and got a hit. The match pointed to a family tree I recognized. Not mine, but close. When the detective said his name, I thought I was going to pass out. Eugene, my ex-boyfriend from high school. The awkward guy who ate my mother's cooking. The one she told to come back anytime. I remembered him sitting at our kitchen table smiling at her, and I felt my stomach turn inside out. He had been to our house. He knew the layout. He knew there was no alarm system. He knew which door stuck and which window didn't lock properly. After we broke up, he just faded away, but I bumped into him a few years back at a grocery store. We chatted like old acquaintances. He smiled at me. He asked how I was doing. He asked about my family. And the whole time, he knew. He knew exactly what he had done to her. The police tracked him to Dulles Airport. They watched him go through security, buy a drink, finish it, and toss the plastic bottle into a trash can. The second he walked away, they grabbed it. The DNA on that bottle matched the blood at the crime scene perfectly. I watched his interrogation video later. He sat in that chair looking confused, shaking his head, claiming he had no memory of anything. He blamed old drinking problems, said he used to black out back then. At one point, he buried his face in his hands like he was crying. The detective just stared at him and said there were no tears coming out of his face. Eugene looked up and said he was dehydrated. That was his excuse, dehydrated. When they told him about the water bottle match, you could see something shift behind his eyes. That confused act crumbled. He asked for a lawyer, but it was already over. The science had him. My mother had made sure of that when she scratched him 23 years ago. He pleaded guilty to second-degree murder, 22 years. Sandy died never clearing his name, and the real killer had been at our kitchen table the whole time.